Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right. Bitcoin hanging out at $18,000 today, folks. We're getting a little bit of a pump today. Yes, we are getting a pump. We got Ethereum over 1,300. BNB actually not looking too good. So what you're seeing is a lot of the altcoins are kind of hanging out where they were, or going up a little bit. Some are dumping. You're basically seeing that Bitcoin dominance shooting up. Now, what does this mean? Well, in bear markets, people usually flock into Bitcoin for safety. But once Bitcoin stabilizes, maybe at 19,000, 18,500, then you'll see the money going back into the altcoins, and that'll be a good thing. Bitcoin always pumps first, folks, followed by the altcoins. Now, if we get rejected right now at 18,000, it's not going to be pretty for the altcoins. But that's your typical bear market. Things are looking good today. We cannot complain. All right, I want to talk about a little bit of this. We're going to talk about Sam Bankman-Fried in a minute. But, guys, I've been talking about the SEC coming after YouTubers who promoted scam token pump and dumps. I made a video 9 months ago. I'm going to show you guys. If I can find it. Who knows where it is. Here it is. I made this video 8 months ago. And only 9 people saw it because I didn't know how to label my videos. But it's called, Is the SEC Coming for the Crypto YouTube Scammers and Crypto Market? BitBoy looks stressed lately. SEC is on the hunt for scammers. And of course, 9 months later, we get the old, I got the SEC letter from BitBoy. Now, the SEC usually takes a long time to go after people. It usually takes a few years. That's what I've seen in my experience. But I saw this article today, not related to BitBoy, but just kind of interesting. SEC charges 8 influencers in $100 million security fraud. So this has to do with a stock that social media and Twitter influencers, I think a few of these guys were on YouTube too, they were pumping and dumping a stock, taking money to promote it, and I believe this was a few years ago. Okay, this happened all the way back in 2020. So like I told you guys, it always takes at least 2 years. They pumped this scam stock, pump and dump stock, 2 years ago. SEC charging them right now. They're all getting locked up and going to jail. Not looking too good for these guys. And what have I been saying about crypto YouTubers who were pumping scams? I said in a couple years they will probably have a very, very rude awakening. And as we know, BitBoy does have his SEC letter. I'm not going to speculate what's in it. We know about the PAM token and the unregistered securities he was shilling. Taking money to shill them, but he has gotten his SEC letter. So, I just want to show you guys, folks. Yes, the SEC does come after people. They do lock people up. It just takes some time. And even with BitBoy, he pumped that PAM token a year and a half ago. He just got the letter. So I want to let people know the wheels of justice move very slowly, especially with the SEC. Normally, from what I've seen, even in penny stocks, once the scam has been pumped, once the crime is committed, it's 2 to 3 years before the SEC does anything about it. And that is basically what you're seeing with BitBoy and with these other influencers who were shilling pump and dump stocks, and now they are going to jail, or at least they've been charged. So very interesting. What do I predict? A lot of people are asking, what do I predict? I predict what you're seeing in this article. The Securities and Exchange Commission charged 8 influencers in an alleged $100 million stock manipulation scheme. I believe what you're seeing in this article, by this time next year, you're going to see a dozen YouTubers, and I'm not going to mention which ones, but you all know, YouTubers and a bunch of other ones as well. And of course, they have to be based out of the United States. I can't say old Rand here because he is not based out of the United States, but, you guys can figure it out. I do expect you're going to see a similar situation as what's in this article, and we shall see. I've been right about everything so far. Will I continue to be right? I don't know. All right, Sam Bankman-Fried news. As we know, Sam Bankman-Fried has been incarcerated. He has been denied bail. He is in the worst freaking jail. I did a video about this last night. It's not fit for humanity. Sam Bankman-Fried's Bahamas jail is infested with rats and maggots, and inmates at high risk of tuberculosis get bed sores from lying on the ground, while kids are detained with adult prisoners. Like I said, folks, third world shithole. All these prisons in third world countries are like this. The Bahamas makes a lot of money off tourism, but that money is not going into the prisons. It's going into the pockets of the politicians. So on Tuesday, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was remanded in custody in the Bahamas as he is fighting extradition to the U.S. Man, he should hope he gets sent over to the U.S. So anyway, in a nutshell, he is now stuck. Sam Bankman-Fried is now stuck in that Bahamas jail until mid-February. That's 2 months in that hellhole. The question is, will he survive? One prison officer said in 2019 that violence is so prevalent at Foxhill, inmates refuse to leave their cells for a shower. Now, I do think he'll probably be in protective custody, but I mean, it's such a shithole. It's kind of like, I mean, how protective can it be? They're all on the take. Nobody's making any money. They're all going to take bribes. All it takes is one bribe from the guards, and he's done. So I give him a 50-50 chance of surviving until February in this jail. Crypto Ran the man, was talking a little bit about it, and he had put out a video of the jail.
Yeah, this is the prison that SBF will be in until the 8th of Feb. Can I remember Bahamas is hot. It's hot. It's a tropical island. You remember BitBoy was wearing that floral shirt. That's where SBF's going to be until the 8th of Feb. He was escorted out of the court wearing handcuffs. You can see that over here.
We're seeing some activity. Police officers, we can see.
Let me give you a better.
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Let me give you something a bit better, just so that you can see it a bit more. So that's him with his handcuffs and his blue suit. That's him walking out of the courtroom with his handcuffs on, getting escorted to the jail where he's going to be at least until the 8th of Feb. At least until the 8th of Feb. You can see that over there. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the site of what we had yesterday. So that's SBF. Not a great day for SBF. Actually, quite a bad day for SBF. Later on yesterday, I don't know if you guys were following my Twitter Spaces and.
Anyway, yeah. So not a good situation for Sam Bankman-Fried. But I don't know. I'm really torn on if he's going to survive. Now, like I said, they probably will have him in some sort of protective custody. But, man, these third world prisons, I mean, we've all seen the show Lock Up Abroad. That's pretty much what it is. You can find, I was reading an article last night about this prison on a YouTube video I made last night. I mean, the toilets don't even work. People are shitting in buckets, pissing in buckets. They actually have buckets out front of each cell because the toilets just don't work. So when your toilet doesn't work, which is 90% of the time, you just shit in the bucket, and then maybe they'll dump it out for you. Maybe they won't. It's just hell. So Sam Bankman-Fried is getting his payback. Like I said yesterday, that prison is 99.9% African American, and then you put one white Jew in there, Sam Bankman-Fried, fat Jew. I just don't see him surviving. We shall see. But not a good situation for old Sammy boy. Old Sammy boy. All right, folks. That's pretty much it. Bitcoin pumping today. Will the pump last? I don't know. Probably not. I think we need a capitulation down to 12, 13,000 before this whole thing ends. Especially since, you know, we probably have about another year of a bear market. But that doesn't mean I'm right. You know, I just always go back to the COVID era. Everybody's saying we're going down to $500, and we went down to $3,800. Like, nobody knows why. Nobody knows where the bottom's going to be. But if you're smart and you're buying now and you say to yourself, okay, I got $5,000 to put into crypto. I got $3,000 in right now. If it goes back down, if it goes down to 12, I'll deploy the rest. But you always have to have a little bit of money on the side, like I always say, because you never know what that bottom's going to be. I personally think we're very, very close to that bottom. I was talking about Coinbase stock yesterday. Coinbase stock hit its all-time low yesterday. If that's not capitulation, I don't know what is. And Coinbase is one of the most trusted exchanges, regulated in the United States. I actually bought a bunch of Coinbase stock yesterday. I think I mentioned it on my YouTube video. So I think capitulation is near. Now, the only question is, what's going to happen with this XRP lawsuit? What's the SEC going to do? Are they going to come out with some bad news and start suing some of these altcoin companies, which will in turn make a lot of these altcoins crash really, really hard? I hope not. But we just kind of have to hope for the best right now, and that's what I'm doing. And a lot of people are saying, you know, the XRP settlement is tomorrow, which is the 15th. I don't think it is. I think that's complete bullshit. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something will come out tomorrow. I'll be following it. It's all a guess at this point. But, you know, old BitBoy was telling you that this time last year the XRP was going to settle. And, of course, that hasn't happened. Now, this time, Charles Hoskinson's a guy I respect. He says that there's going to be a settlement on the 15th. Okay, I put a little more credit into Charles Hoskinson, but I'm just not seeing it. But we shall see. Regardless, Bitcoin's looking good today. The stock market's looking good today. Let's just chalk this down as a good day. And you got Bitcoin pumping. You got Sam Bankman-Fried getting ass fucked in the Bahamas jail. So it's a good day. Let's see the positives. All right, folks, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.